Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I'm your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic. I'm that colorblind, ambidextrous, creative, entrepreneurial, singing, dancing, channeling, painting, driving, bumping, nail fanatic, tarot reading. That's what I'm here for. Okay, for the download today. For those of you who requested the live link sent to your U.S. phone, I'm sending that off to you right now. So excited you're about to be live with me right now. For anybody who's new, you just stumbled onto the channel, that's what's up. I'm so thankful and grateful you aligned with these energies. Praise. You must be love and peace and happiness. Tribe. If you found this, because that's kind of how this works. So remember, if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it, because you're always responsible for the choices that you make. But our purpose here is the empowerment of our beloved brothers and sisters of humanity through authenticity, through awareness of the authentic self, through the embracing of the wholeness of the self, not just the fun part. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that brings up something I wrote down. I was guided to keep my note cards close. What did I write down? Okay, here we go. So we're going to start the show today. We're going to talk about this real quick. I am thankful and grateful that every cell, atom, and strand of DNA that compose my physical vessel is fully activated and functioning according to its divine designs. We're going to start there right now. Beautiful thought. And what's the other thing that you gave me? Hardline connection to source, self-love. Hardline connection says, okay. All right. That's good on that for now. So we're going to get into these messages, see what is going on today. We're going to start with P&Q's Oracle. Hey, Dottie, what's up? Day 2, Love Stock, hashtag Love Stock 2021. You ready to invest in your love stock? You ready to raise your love stock? Because I'm ready. Love stock. Oh, there we go. Where's it at? Hold on. I wrote down one of my quotes from my journal. I got to share it with you because it's perfect. The realest thing I've come to know is the depth of my own capacity for love. The realest thing I've come to know is the depth of my own capacity for love. So you ready to raise your love stock? Because, realist situations would happen through the awareness of my capacity for love. For example, every time I was triggered, that was because I had reached my capacity for love. I was like, oh, look, I'm all out of love for this right now. I'm all out of love for this situation. I'm all out of love for that person. Really, I was all out of love for myself for sitting in something or seeing something a certain way. Now, there's another quote here that I wrote down from Neville Goddard from The Power of Awareness. When you know that consciousness is the one and only reality, conceiving itself to be something good, bad, or indifferent, and becoming that which it conceived itself to be, you are free. Free of the tyranny of second causes from the belief there are causes outside of your own mind that can affect your life. In short, he's talking about everything is always working out for me. Like everything is literally serving my benefit. So let's see what we got from P&Q's Oracle today for the download. It'd be interesting to see what's going to come through. We enjoyed a sound bath this morning. Hector played us some bowls. We got to enjoy that. That was beautiful. How did you spend your morning that benefited you and your vibration? Okay, so this card here has been coming out a lot lately. So I had Quentin identify what it was when he drew it. And he said, that's grandma on the bed. And then him and mom, so that's grandma on her bed. And that's him and mommy on the floor. And then that's Shark Boy and Shark Daddy underneath the bed. Okay, so, but when I've been getting this, it's come through in the sense of there's this energy of two different groups in different places. Two different groups in different places. They're side by side. Now I'm seeing this as people running the races. People, I'm literally seeing these as the races, the lines in the track. on track, when they're running track. And so I'm seeing the race is being run. Interesting. Somebody's coming up from behind with some ferocious energy here. They're like very determined, a very strong, determined energy coming in. So I feel like there is somebody who is at the head of the running, but there are two energies quickly approaching. It's quick on the heels. They're quick on your heels. Okay, thank you. Let's see what's the words of clarity. So I feel like you're influencing an energy, and not only is it okay, thank you. They showed me something I didn't write down from my journal, but as I was flipping through my notes, I found this. This is for every one you bring, Spirit will bring 3. And they're showing me that because there are 4 here. And what they're showing me is, so there is 2 that are known to you. You brought one, Spirit brought the other. And then there are 2 that are unknown to you that are more like you that Spirit is bringing. You don't even know about these ones. Okay, so and however that applies. For love today, we have alignment. Alignment. And what is alignment? That's what we're just talking about. Feeling that vibrational resonance with the higher self. As a matter of fact, as I was getting ready for the show today, we had some time, me and the girls, and we were sitting around here talking about how I had this experience where I had broke my cell phone screen. And so I went to have it repaired. And then as soon as I got back home, I broke my cell phone screen again, but they were closed. So I went and got it repaired. And then I was sitting at my desk, minding my own business. And at my business, it was only by appointment. So unexpected guests were an unheard of thing until that day somebody came through the, hi, Melinda. I was like, boom, there goes my phone set. Cell phone screen broke again. And I was hot. So this lady's like just nice, trying to come visit me. And I'm sitting there steaming because now this is the 3rd time I broke my cell phone screen. It's about $100 a pop every time I fix that iPhone screen. So I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? Have a seat. Give me just a minute. I need to do something right now. And it's like, well, she just stopped by to say hi. She's not doing anything wrong. She didn't do anything wrong, but I'm hot because what she don't know is I had to fix the cell phone screen. Now this is going to be the 3rd time I have to fix the cell phone screen, and I'm hot. And so I started with where I was. I acknowledged that I was hot. I found all the reasons I was hot. Like, I could have paid bills with that money. I needed that money for bills and this and that. I said, but you know what? Because I'm so angry, so irritated, so feeling upset right now, I know that I'm off. I'm off with my higher self. I'm out of alignment. And so I sat there and I did the work to get into alignment. And I literally spoke myself into a place of greater sense of peace through this internal conversation, addressing, okay, well, if this is how I feel, well, I'm sure there's some kind of blessing here, but I'm gonna need you to get real clear with me right now. Show me what the blessings. Well, I'm grateful that I had the money in my wallet to pay for this phone to get fixed the 3rd time. I'm so thankful and grateful that really only one good phone call needed to come through that phone once it's fixed to pay for all these. I'm so thankful and grateful that my bills are always paid anyway, so why stress? It's all good. Everything is blessed. Okay. So I did some stuff like this for, a good 5 minutes at least, of just rambling around. And she's just sitting there watching me. She watched me go from hot, and I think my ears was a bit steam, blowing steam out my bullhorns or something. I don't know. It was not nice. But by the time I had this whole conversation with myself, like, okay, well, what's the blessing in this? Well, people think about you. They stop by, they just want to say hi just because they like your vibe. And now you're sitting up here being a sourpuss because you broke the phone again. Oh, well. It's about people. It's not about the cell phone, And it's like, then I remember coming through in that self-talk because it was totally a channeled session for me. Like this whole self-love monologue, which we need that. I hope it's still on your phone. Yeah. And it's like, she sat there and she watched, and I sat there and I watched myself find the higher vibration, knowing that alignment is where it's at. It's always in alignment, that everything is always working out for me. And the more I hold that energy, then the more, how did I write it down? They're saying that you wrote it down. Hold on. Let me see. How did I write it down? The more I sit up there and hold that energy, it comes in, okay, in the feeling of the high flying vibration, what you are wanting is freely flowing in transmutation of lower vibration, 3D, in and out in harmony. In other words, so what it's saying is the higher you keep your vibration, you're more in a free flow of energy. It's not restrictive. It's higher vibration is very allowing and it moves energy faster. Okay. And because it's on the higher vibration, because it's feeling more like bliss, what's coming in is more of a match to this. And it's not by trying to push anything out, but the out automatically happens on its own. So the shit you don't want there is removed because you're too busy over here having a ball. Because you're too busy over here with people who you really vibe with tribe with. You know what I'm saying? People who are in a higher place of frequency, not always just trying to talk mess and stir up some trouble and agitate and talk about who did what and why that's a problem and all this stuff and start problems. Right? You're not there. You're choosing instead, well, these people talk about things that are uplifting and feel good and they got knowledge. And I like when sitting around listening to what they talk. And I like getting that talk. I like asking my questions and getting answers to them. I like the good food that when we're hanging out together. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you're choosing the higher vibration. And I'm using that as an example because that's what we're having here in this situation. Could be hanging out anywhere. But they chose to come and hang out with me here. Because they like the conversation, because they like the vibration, because they like the energy, because that's what they're choosing actively to see. Decision we all have to make there. So alignment in the place of love, what will help us is focusing our energy on what are we aligning with, because trust and believe you're always aligned with something. And it could be a free-flowing high vibration, or you could choose to align yourself with the lower vibration of restriction and hesitation and depletion. If you choose, it's a choice. It's all about choices. I was flipping through my notes very strongly from the interview with Catalina that, you know, it's all about the choices that a person makes. With greater awareness becomes expanded awareness of what choices are available for you. Sometimes you don't know what choices you have. So you can say then, well, show me what choices are available to me. What are my options in this case? A lot of times I ask a question, for example, a conversation like that, and I get people trying to give me the answer. And I'm like, look, that is not for you to give me an answer. That's for the universe to show us through experience what the answer is. So open up that question. Don't look for an answer from man. Just open up that question. Be receptive to be trained into the answer. A minute ago, we were talking about that one song. I want to be a billionaire so freaking bad. And so if you want to be a billionaire so freaking bad, like you got to become a vibrational match to that billionaireisms. Like they have their own mannerisms that are different. Do you think that a billionaire going to get the one that they don't want because it's a couple dollars cheaper? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's a whole lot of stuff that is going to process through you. Do you think that the billionaire is going to entertain friendships that are just very feeling like they're depleting? Do you think that the billionaire is going to entertain energies that are vampiric to their finances and their emotions? Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but we sure willing to find out. But I would venture to say, like the energy is showing me, like in other words, there's a whole mentality around. They know what to do with their money. They ain't afraid to learn what to do with their money out here. They ain't afraid to learn what to do with their money. They ain't afraid to be taught. They ain't afraid to try new places. They're always trying to find something new to do, somewhere new to be, something like that, some kind of new energy I'm hearing. Okay. In other words, universe, your life is going to train you to be a matcher. In the church, they say, you know, you pray to God for patience. God's going to give you all these opportunities to learn how to be patient, which means there's going to be some stressful shit going on. So likewise, when you trying to tune to finances, for some reason, finances and money is a big energy it's like on the side of everything that is being coming up for the tree. I'm seeing that. Okay. And it's like you going to face every type of belief, concept, programming, filter that you have adopted as your own that needs to be, that is in resistance, that is a blockage, that is disallowing, that is a falsehood that you're carrying forward in between you and that abundance, prosperity, love, career, talent, what is it? Health, skill, that you are truly able to experience. Thank you. This available in abundance for your experience. Okay. That was a whole lot for the one card. Can we move to the next card now? Peace. In the place of peace, we have perseverance. Persevere. You got to keep at it. We're also talking this morning about, in preparation, we're talking about how once you make that decision, because first it's like everything is stalled until you make a decision. Because Spirit's like, okay, where we're going to throw this energy at? Which way you going? Which way you going, George? Which way you going? Because, you know, you keep going back and forth, and we trying to throw this energy at, but we want to throw this energy on the one you really going to go for. So what you going to go for? So you get to make a choice. You got to choose from a buffet of life, place your life, eBay order. And once you do that, the energy starts supporting it. And then here we go with the doubts and the disbeliefs again coming up. The mind is triggered, and it's like, oh, you think you can be successful in this? And it throws up one type of distraction. And it's oftentimes in experiences too. The 3D world, anywhere the 3D world is, your 3D experience is resistant towards your accomplishing your goals because you're still holding on to resistance or whatever. You will show yourself how to persevere. Persevere, how to continue to move forward. We wrote down something about peace too. Yeah, peace is, where were the peace at? Well, I wrote something down about peace. It said, peace is when timing and circumstances have become irrelevant, settling in a higher vibrational baseline and steadier baseline. Timing is everything. Not having clear guidance is guidance. In other words, if the timing is off and you just don't see which way to go and what to do, don't feel like the direction is coming through, then that's because it's not time. It's not in alignment yet. So the alignment in love, persevering in peace, in happiness, we have bliss. You have alignment. You have so much you've aligned with already. Paying attention to that, making that a point of focus. You persevere in peace. Your peace is persevering. You're knowing how to choose your peace more effectively daily by what you're putting your focus on, by choosing more deliberately, okay? And your bliss, the vibration raising, and you know that everything that you ever wanted comes in on this, and everything you don't ever want just ceases to exist in this bliss. Praise. Okay, bottom of the deck, innovative. I heard if you don't believe it, then practice being happy when somebody else is triggering and triggered AF, and watch how quickly they move out of your experience because you keep choosing your bliss and they don't like what they're hearing in this, and so they'll move out of your experience or they'll learn to adjust to your bliss. Interesting. Okay. Is that controlling another is coming up, and they're saying it's not controlling another, it's allowing another to choose. You gonna face your trigger so you can chill here, or you gonna take off? What you gonna do? You gonna run? You run from the devil, he give chase. You can run all you want, but he will chase your ass down if you run. Like my friend, they know that if they give chase, she gonna run. So they chase her to play with her because they know she's gonna run. And so just like that, your shadow will chase your ass because it knows you want to run. So where are you going? Because you know what? When you get there, your shadow's still gonna be right there coming right off of you. You can only hide in the dark so long. You can only hide in the lack of awareness so long. You can only hide in that river called denial so long before the light is going to show, and you will know where this shadow is coming from and that it's coming from you. You will know. You will have that knowing. High priestess. Okay, that's the first I heard. You will have that knowing that it is coming from within, through you, and to you. Because the shadow will pursue you. It's you that's pursuing you. You is saying to you, hey, we got all these dreams, goals, visions, aspirations, and we're ready to attain them. But we see this here little thing, it doesn't fit in that energy. So we're going to have to do something about it. And okay, thank you. And they're saying now I got to read the piece on reconciling the devil back into the family. It's an internal, not an external process about self-judgment. Only done for the self, by the self, done by taking the shadow aspects of the self and owning them as tools in our toolbox, which is done through taking the animalistic traits of oneself and mastering the use of them in a balanced and controlled, deliberate fashion, not allowing them to control you. See, tools, you use tools. Tools don't use you. I'm just saying. And this devil energy, when the devil comes out in these readings, especially if you're doing self-empowerment readings, or even in readings with relationships with other folks, other people in your experience, it is about those shadow aspects: fears, jealousies, insecurities, envies, lack of awareness, living in the past, codependencies, abandonment issues, all that stuff, addictions, all that stuff, toxic behaviors, all that stuff, self-judgment, all that stuff contained in that devil energy. So this whole idea of reconciling the devil back into the fold came through channel message. Hector and I were sitting around talking, having a lot of conversations about this shit. Got deep. They were real fucking deep. And it was like, if we look at the biblical, the devil was cast out of heaven. Now they're saying, and didn't you write something about heaven down? Why don't you read down what you wrote about heaven? Heaven is a frequency of health and pure love and pure positive energy. Okay? It's a higher vibration. Heaven is the high vibration. It's an energy that a human, a consciousness sustains. If you think that it's a place where you're going to see winged creatures with human faces and halos flying around just smiling, you got another thing coming. It's a vibration, and you're knowing the importance of that vibration. It says, and because you're persevering in this bliss, because you're radiating this, you bring one, we bring three. Bring one, bring three. What are you trying to bring? Because we're going to bring it. Four of Cups, High Priestess over the High Priestess. Hey, Justice, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. I hear you're knowing with the 10 of Cups at the bottom, you're knowing what needs to go. You're knowing how to say no now. You finally know how to say no in order to stand up for, with the Justice card, in order to stand up for self-love. Thank you so much, Christine. So thankful and grateful for your donation. Okay. So, yes, you're knowing how to reject opportunities that just ain't for you. Remember yesterday we were talking in here, we were talking about, well, I like my hair long. She like her hair short. I mean, it looks so cute, girl. Your hair looks so cute. It do. It really do. It's not for me, though. I like mine like this. You like yours like that. I don't have all them curls and stuff like that. I like mine to lay down. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like being able to grab, put it in a clip when it's, so that short hairstyle look really good on you, but it ain't for me. So there's that energy here. Knowing how to say no and what to say no to, so that you can really be saying yes to you and what really vibrates higher for you. What really vibrates higher for you there. So giving a strong attention to our alignment, bringing in awards, rewards, experiences that feel like awards and rewards, but really all it is shit that matches that higher vibration. You stay in there so much, like attracts like, laws of the universe says it's coming in. It's coming in. And to help you get in pure alignment with it, anything that is resistant within your own energy field will be brought up for transmutation so you can shift it. Automatic. By any means necessary, a must, determination coming out of the fields from my handmade oracle here. It's talking about, you know, and what you know is you are determined to follow that path for your highest vibration right here with spirit, choosing and using This is not just here for no reason. Like this vessel, these thoughts, these feelings, they're all showing stuff. Learning to be in tune with the self, in alignment with yourself, knowing that it feels like bliss, do more of this. It feels like crap, that's because it's crap. You might want to let go of that. Say, or you can walk around with shit in your hand. Maybe somebody likes to walk around with shit in their hand. Who am I to judge? It's not my problem, right? Not my circus, not my monkeys, and I ain't shaking their hand. Hey, I'm not going to shake their hand. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't butt me. Stay over there with your shit in your hand. You see? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't stand up for you, if you don't take care of you, if you don't keep your own shit clean, guess what? Would you think somebody else going to come do it? Now, why? Why? Because people be like, oh my God, girl, how you wipe your ass with them nails? And I be like, look, ain't nothing you can wear, say, or do to make me think about that in you, but I smell good. Look, my shit is clean, blinging. What you talking about? Why you even thinking that? Now you triggered. Because the first thing I'm going to do is walk up and talk shit about how your personal hygiene is. Hello, I'm just saying. We have the 10 of Wands. Let go of the burdens. It's not your problem. It's not your monkeys. It's not your circus. You have to choose your own. You got to check the skills. You've been through this rodeo more times than most. That feels like more times than most. You've seen it. You've seen it in full. You see what it's like when you pick up for somebody else. You try to carry their burden for them. You try and make them move forward. It's still control. Just because you're trying to control them for their best interest, for their happier outcome, for their more higher feeling vibration, don't mean it's not control issues. Is that really in your power to do, though? Can you change their feelings? Can you change your perspective? You can offer. I can't even change your perspective. I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to talk. And I'm going to use these voice. And I'm going to use these words. And I'm going to talk. But at the end of the day, I ain't changing nothing. I ain't doing nothing for you. All I'm doing is talking. What happens, any change that happens in your life, that's your fault. Here you go. High five. Good job. I'm proud of you. You're doing good. Bang, bang on. I'm just saying. Like, some of y'all don't, you persevere. And then there's others around who don't. And you have to be selective. It's okay to be choosy. You don't have to just take the shit. My mother used to say, you might be born in the shit, but you don't have to stay there. You could get up, clean yourself off, and move on. You don't have to stay there just because you were born there, you know? So here we have letting go of, with the 10 of Wands, and letting go. It's over. 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, the Empress, and the Moon. Yeah, somebody here, it's time to let go. 5 of Wands, because this is a fight, a fight. It's like, this is where somebody here realized, like, well, see, the thing is loyalty and faithfulness to you is betrayal of me. So it's time to let that go and let it be, because you know what I'm doing when I'm trying to reflect this love to you. With 5 of Wands, this is about a battle. This is a struggle. This is a fight. This is a contradictory energy. This is where, look, I'm having a bright, sunshiny day, and you want to come and piss on my parade, and you know you're not allowed in here, okay? Go over there where the pissy people are, because we're not that way over here. This is the rainbow parade. So somebody's against that energy, and it's like, no, I don't need to accept that here, because my worth, my value with this Empress energy, I have value, I have worth, I know what to nurture, I know what to grow. You know, I'm going to put my attention over here with all these other rainbow lovers, rainbow mother lovers, and the Moon. My intuition is saying, I got to let this go, need to let it drop, because why? It's very resistant energy, okay, that is not benefiting me. So it's like, they're showing me somebody's driving to the road. Back in the day, Summerlin Parkway didn't used to go all the way. Where my shop is used to be the end of the road. And it was a roadblock. So this is somebody who's yielding the roadblock and turning the ass around, going back the other way. Because guess what? The road is over. There's nothing over there. It's just a desert. But to continue down that path will be saying, well, you know, that roadblock is there, but it don't matter. Let me just keep going. And then you end up like my ex-sister-in-law, Jenny and Rebecca, and their friends. We had to go rescue them from the desert. Man, we pulled up there, and that little Honda was all four wheels off the ground because they took a wrong turn down a dirt road. We had to go rescue the girls from the middle of the desert. I got on the cell phone with the tow truck driver. I said, listen, you know all that movies with 4 hot chicks in the desert? And if the tow truck rescuer don't come get them, then they gonna die. He was like, yeah. I said, this is that movie. There are 4 of us. We're hot. And you're not allowed to go home until we get home. He was like, okay, I'll come get you. So he came to get us. Then he had to put the winch to pull the car off of there to break it free because they had got stuck in a place. They kept going down that fucking dirt road. I'm like, at what point did you think that this car was a 4x4? You in a little Honda Accord. What are you doing? They drove 25 minutes down a dirt road to go to Lake Mead, where everybody goes. Ain't no dirt road at Lake Mead like that. But they did it, and it's not like that was their first time. They just took the wrong turn and kept going. Had to come and rescue them. So that's when somebody is here making the decision saying, oh, fuck, I'm on a dirt road. This is supposed to be a paved road. What the heck's really going on? I'm going to have to stop, turn around, go back. What's the feels on this? Let's see what the feels got to say about this. I just thought it was all fun and games. Then I found out I was the only one playing. Missed opportunity. I just thought it was all fun and games. Then I found I was the only one playing. Missed opportunity. So somebody thought it was going to be fun. Somebody thought it was going to be a great time and all that. But somebody was the only one having the fun. I feel like the one having the fun, enjoying life and all this stuff is like, okay, so this is not the fun crew. This is not where I want. This is not my tribe, okay? And I feel like the missed opportunity was for whoever was over there in misery. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm seeing here. Somebody said, well, this isn't it. This is not where it's at. Somebody's realizing here. This is not where it's at. Intuition just showed it's time to, somebody's a Virgo. Somebody's a Virgo. It's time to go. High Priestess came up with the High Priestess. Somebody's a Libra. Somebody's a Taurus Libra. Somebody's a Pisces. Okay. Oh, give guidance. What's the guidance? What do they need to know most? If they're sitting there here and they know what's happening in their life, because we're just talking in the surface generalities. You guys are going to take that general experience, which is a very wide cast net of energies affecting Earth right now. Now it gets diffused down into the personal experience. So now that's where you apply it to, well, that's happening in my job. Somebody's sitting there saying, yeah, that's happening in my job. I know that this right here, these people, this company just keep fighting with me. My coworkers, they ain't trying to work with me. I'm doing everything that I can, but they're not giving me the tools that I need to. Somebody knows they got to move on from their career. Somebody's sitting up here saying, I know that this partner of mine keep giving me lies, and I can't trust them to tell the truth, and I keep trying to give it chances. I try to do the work on myself. It seems like the only way I can do work on myself is move on. And so somebody's having that experience. Somebody's saying here, oh man, the family is they're different than me. They just don't understand how I am. And they don't want to understand how I am. But I know that I'm doing what I need to do for me. And so, sorry, Mom, I gotta go. Somebody is, and so it trickles down this overall umbrella, Ella, energy is being broken down into your 3D experience in different realms of experience of your life, different facets of your life for different ones of you. But the guidance for all of you is, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands. I heard, yeah, let them fight. Let them fight with themselves. Let them handle their own business. I heard, it's not your fight. But let's see, let's clarify that. Just confirm why is this 5 of Wands here is the guidance from 5 of Wands, please. Thank you. They're saying you got to address your own triggers. If you address your own triggers, then there's nothing you can do about it. If it hasn't shifted through you addressing your own triggers in a situation, then what are you supposed to do? You can't change them, right? You can only change you. And if the situation doesn't adjust in matching the vibration as you've raised your vibration and you're dealing with your triggers, then it's saying, sometimes it's best to pull away. And sometimes it doesn't mean you're going to pull away permanently. It doesn't mean you're going to fucking break up. For some, it just means you're going to go into your own room and you might lock the fucking door behind you for the rest of the day. or the weekend. For some of them, it means that they you know what, somebody gonna turn on a silent treatment. For somebody else, they're gonna stand up there and argue with you. Somebody else they are going to. I see somebody very frustratingly moving around, and I'm not sure if they so somebody relates to what I used to do when I used to get triggered. My number one go-to thing when I was triggered before used to be clean house. I start cleaning the kitchen, put dishes up, everything got to get in its place. It's getting bleached, it's getting vacuumed. We're gonna move some furniture around this bitch. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do a lot. So somebody is, you're not all running from it, right? You're addressing it on what level you can address it. Where you can't shift that energy, you're giving. I heard surrender. Giving them, I surrender. I see a white flag of surrender. Look, you can be pissed off if you want to. I'm not gonna judge you for being pissed off. That's fine. Go on and be pissed off. You want to be angry? Go ahead and be angry. I mean, who am I to judge? I've had my angry days too. But at the same time, in that surrender is but I'm not trying to join you over there. I'm cool where I'm at, so I'm gonna let you do you, and I'm gonna chill over here, and I'm gonna do me. How's that sound, boo? And you're good. Feeling good. Yeah. Raising your own vibration. Okay, so being clarified, this 5 of Wands being clarified as guidance. It's guidance. This is what they're guiding. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, fresh beginnings, golden opportunity. 6 of Pentacles for energy exchange. For what? The Wheel of Fortune, to shut shit down, close old cycles. 5 of Cups, address the energy that can be addressed. There's an alignment of energy, emotions and actions aligning. So your emotions are showing the actions that you're wanting to take so you can align these energies. For what? 5 and 5. 5 being that pivotal change number. The in-between point between 1 and 9. The balancing point where it can either go that way if you do or that way if you do. Which way you going to send this flex? I'm just saying, because it is a flex, and whichever way you flex, it's going to flex with you in that same direction that you choose. So let's see what the fields have to say about this whole guidance being, you're going to have to duke it out. No, that don't mean go put on no gloves, and please don't do it without no gloves with another person, but it's within. This is about you following that knowing, giving up the control of the actions to where, I have given up the control of the actions to where you're not allowing yourself to be drained by whether or not they're doing the actions that you like. Because there's a lot of energy that goes into sustaining. Thank you. There's a lot of energy that goes into sustaining that anger, not pissed off. If you don't believe me, remember that one day when you got in a fight or you got in a big old argument and you were shaking and you were hot and a tear came down your eye and you wanted to break somebody something. And then when it finally ended, it took a long time for you to calm your ass down. And then it's especially if you actually really got into a fist fight, you were tired as hell. You were tired. You needed to rest because you put yourself through so much stress. You needed to chill and get back into that energy of bliss because you lowered your vibration so much. You drained yourself. The only way to heal that, you needed to rest. You needed to sleep. Best healing happens in the sleep. They saying when you did that, it was showing you that, look, yes, you have to defend yourself, but you don't like vibrating in anger so strongly because it takes so much more energy to maintain a low vibration. Like the EKGs show, one positive thought registers thousands of times more powerfully than one low vibrational thought. So for you to try to sustain being an angry, miserable person, that shit is a lot of work. You just don't realize how you're overworking yourself in sustaining that because that's what they taught you. That's what they did at school, at home, on the TV. Everyone, this is how they've been responding. So we're showing you now an opportunity to shift that energy, change our response. And it's like, I'm hearing letting go of assuming responsibility to make everybody fucking happy. If they buy with you, they try with you. They can kick it with you. They go stay around. If they don't, let them go. They don't want to be there, let them go. They ain't vibing with you. Okay, you don't like it, you ain't got to look at them. Go look at something else. You don't like what I'm talking about? Okay, why are you listening? Click off. And that's okay. You're channeling from a place of alignment because you're choosing that higher vibration, because you have a knowing, and you know that by any means necessary, you must continue to do this because While everybody's busy playing these games, like you're playing the game a little bit differently. And if they don't want to play with you, okay, fine. I'm not going to force somebody to play with me that don't want to play with me. Okay. And if they don't know how to follow the rules, you can't play with me no more anyway. That's what I heard. If you don't know how to follow the rules, you can't play with me no more anyways. I'm not going to even bring my game out. Whatever it takes, that is what I will do in order to spend my days and nights with you. Determination. Who's the you want to spend your days and nights with? Well, it looks like you want to spend your days and nights with the Wheel of Fortune, with your gains, with changing your new life into a new perspective, into a new energy. You want to be in this new energy so strong that you will do whatever it takes. You will put determination to making that happen. And anywhere where you're holding on to triggers and counterproductive energy to it, you are doing what you can to address it. You're choosing alignment. You will persevere in this because you know there's bliss in this. That's the way you're going. That's the way you're growing. And that's what I'm knowing. So that's what we have for you there with the download today, where you bring one, Spirit will bring three. In other words, where you bring one piece of effort and perfect confirmation. I just looked at the bottom of the day. It's temperance. Temperance. That's that spiritual alchemy that is done when you balance your own emotions. Stop expecting that douche to be anything other than a douche. If it's a whole ass, then it's a whole ass. It's not going to be a quarter of an ass. It's a whole ass. Stop expecting it to be anything less. The cow is not going to be a pig. The pig is not going to be a cow. I'm just saying. Let them be what they're going to be. But what can you do for you? That out there, if you want to change what you're going to see out there, the only thing you do is take care of it inside. That's what this temperance card talks about. Oh, goodness. It's at the bottom of the actual deck of the album. It's a bonus card. And the King of Wands is there. King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sag energy. Also about being a master of your behaviors. Tactful. Following through, being passionate and spiritually guided in the actions that you do. Which way are you moving? Doing it masterfully, making choices that are beneficial for yourself instantly and ultimately, is what I heard. This is the bottom of the fields. I'm not willing to wait and wonder if you will ever show up in this relationship in the way I am worthy and deserving of. Exhausted. Exactly. And so how's that applying? Is that replying to the relationship with that one career, that job, those coworkers we were talking about? Is this with that lover, the family members, the friend circle, whatever it is? You're done waiting because you know what you're worthy and deserving of. You know that you got to end this old shit. Let it go. It just ain't showing up the way you deserve. Okay, let it go. Go and do what you got to do. Either they're going to get with your party and they're going to raise vibration too. Because for the energy to sustain without creating complete chaos, one is going to have to raise vibration or one's going to have to lower vibration. And from what I'm seeing in these cards, some of y'all will choose to lower your vibrations for a minute. And guess what? There ain't no judgment in that. Even if you choose to sustain yourself in an energy that brings up contrast, all that's going to happen is you're going to find more power there. And you get tired of it eventually, and you'll choose a higher vibration. That's how these cycles repeat, you see? Maybe you found it already, and you're done. And you're ready to shut it down and let them deal with their own stuff. Make that divine change for yourself. I don't know, put it in the comments. Let me know. Who are you? Where are you at in the world? What's really going on? How's this applying for you? All right, so that's the message that we have for you today. Let me see what else. Give me just a second. I think we're finished for today. All right. So I want to thank you for being tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Huh?
What about this person?
Oh, yes, that's right. Christina Douglas. Thank you for bringing us the word from Spirit. Every time I catch you live, it's something I needed. From a Virgo. Hey, thank you for your 1999, Christina. Let me pull a card for her. What card do we pull for? Oh, okay. I got this new deck, my gifts yesterday. I'm going to use it. The Tree Angel Oracle deck. It called to me as I'm looking down. The Tree Angel Oracle deck. Let's pull a card for Christina. I just got these. I don't know. I'll channel what I can give you. I'm going to show you what I get. I'm going to read it from the book too, because I got to learn. I'm like, y'all give me a lot to study. I got a lot of learning to do, Lucy. Okay. For Christina, what do we have for Christina? Thank you for your $19.99 donation. Let's get an oracle message for Christina, please. Channel her angels, ancestors, and guides. What's the perfect message for Christina? We have the birch tree, okay? And it's card 0. So with card 0 is showing me infinite potential. The number 0, infinite potential. Within nothing, there is everything. Everything coming full circle, cycles, round and round and round. And I'm hearing ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. So have you felt like you've fallen recently? Have you felt like there's something missing or nothing there in some way, fashion, or form? Let me just see what the book has to say. The birch is life's ancient yet eternally youthful nursemaid. Her spirit is a spark of the ancient mother who gives birth to creation. She brings light to the landscape and into the human heart. She comforts us with her graceful youth because she reminds us of the eternal regenerative power of nature. When the time comes, everything is transformed. It is never too late to begin again. This is her message. Birch's presence helps us to let go of the past, purify ourselves, and start afresh with an open heart and open arms. Don't cling on to outmoded ideas, feelings of guilt, or constriction. Free yourself from the expectations of others and those you place on yourself. You are so much more than the limited picture you have of yourself. Hide nothing. Be fearless. Accept the flow with the changes. Sway in the breeze. Bathe in the light and create yourself anew. Without the presence of birch, we become numb and stiff. We are paralyzed by the patterns of the past, fearing change. If the situation becomes chronic, things deteriorate and become toxic. Mentally, we become stubborn and dogmatic, and physically, we develop illnesses such as rheumatism. So the oracle, you stand naked before God, newborn, innocent. Delve deep within, empty yourself. Now open your eyes and see. Follow your heart and take your first step into a new world. Well, I can't see how that applies to the whole channel message today at all. Not at all. I mean, not at all. Letting go of the past, purifying yourself, opening your heart, letting go of those old ideas, feelings of guilt. Yeah, all that stuff, letting it go. Some of these connections, too, that coming through here, where causing dis-ease. You know, I just see your guidance is you've been letting go as best as you can. They're saying just keep doing more of that. And I'm getting the word flexibility coming through. So there's something, maybe your body has become stiff, that you'll find increased flexibility as you're, okay, wow. So what I'm seeing is an increased flexibility that unfolds for you physically, because as you're letting go of these very tense energies that have been around. And I feel the energy of family. There's a family member where, and it's not necessary. So it's not, I don't see you letting this family member go completely out of your life. I see you learning how to respond differently to the family member so it doesn't create all this tension within you, because this energy of tension is by your response and reactions to what they're doing. And some of the things we talked about today about addressing your own triggers and stuff is going to help you to master that so that you can find flexibility within your perceptions about that one that allow you to stay in alignment. Because I see here, there's a way for you to stay in alignment and let them be what they're going to be. Like we said, if they're a whole ass, just let them be a whole ass and expect that from them. If they're a prankster, expect them to be a prankster. If they're irresponsible, expect them to be irresponsible. Whatever it is, you've seen how they are. Just let them do and be as they are. You don't have to control it. You don't have to change them, and you don't have to shift it, you see. Okay. Oh, let me see what else I have. Okay, interesting. All right, so it looks like we're complete for today. Oh, I wanted to pull one for Kat because I missed her donation yesterday. I saw it later. So for Kat, let me see, which one do I use for Kat? Okay, the Starman Tarot. Really? We're going to break out this big-ass box for her. This is another one I just got yesterday. So thankful and grateful. The Starman Tarot. hold on. Kat sent us a $20 donation yesterday, so thankful and grateful. So let me pull a card for Kat because I completely didn't see it until way later. And I will be busy. So let's see what we have for Kat today. From a new deck, new shit. Okay. Can we quiet down over there? I'm doing my show live, please and thank you. I want to hear no balls bouncing around in the background. Make me talk crazy while I'm on camera. What do we have for Kat? For Kat, please and thank you. What is the message for Kat at this time? The perfect message for Kat. Okay, there it is. What you got, Kat? What you got? The Four of Wands. Ooh, 11 energies. Four of Wands, it's about setting stable foundations, setting new foundations. I see partnership here. I see love in this card. It is a card of celebrations, gatherings, and ceremonies, spiritual ceremonies. I see a light being in the background there that's blessing a ceremony. I also see another energy there that's masked. It doesn't show it doesn't reveal its true nature, but it's on looking and it's watching from the sidelines. So there's the energy of this connection is being observed by another. I feel, okay. I feel like the other person in the connection is removing some of their mask and they're observing. And I'm now being shown that is actually a mask. It's not another person observing. In other words, there's this energy where the connection, this person had come with a mask in this connection. But I feel like what's happened in recent times is this person is removing that mask. They're starting to show their true self. There's somebody here who's starting to show their true self is what I'm feeling. Like, it's like when you first start to get to know somebody and you think it's all this and then y'all become roommates and you find out that, oh God, their shit does stink. Or it's just like, I'm this beautiful, glamorous creature on YouTube that you watch every day and I only show up when I show myself all nice and pretty and then you find out, oh man, you stay in the house with this bitch got an attitude. She really is. Or something like that. In other words, where the false idea, where the program idea, where the external idea is removed and there's a deeper truth realized. Oh, they're human just like me. Oh shit, she's more than I do. Stuff like that. Okay. Let's see what this one is talking about. Boy, yeah, you good. She over here laughing. Set the stage for celebration. Communicate and build your pillars of relationship. Achieve a beautiful balance, okay? It's about creating empowering and potentializing relationships and establishing strong physical and emotional foundations upon which to build a life. Okay. Let me see what else parts of because you reading the whole thing? Yeah, okay, just read the whole thing. In the card artwork, a futuristic couple. Here, I'm gonna hold it, hand this to you so you can see this picture while I'm reading it to you. In the card artwork, a futuristic couple walk hand in hand across a walkway. At their feet, we can notice a crack in the structure, which indicates they are together, but there is space in their togetherness. Four of Wands representing the four pillars of life, relationship and love, body and physical, purposeful work, and spiritual development flow on either side of the couple. It can be said that your life is as strong as your weakest pillar. Therefore, the ultimate key is to achieve balance. Building the pillar of relationships, for example, means that you have people in your life who recognize and perhaps even identify with your talents, gifts, and potential. They help you create the conditions for honesty, acknowledging your strengths and assisting you in seeing and addressing your weaknesses, giving feedback, as difficult as this can be, in a way that helps you to evolve. The physical pillar is concerned with health, your positive life-affirming connection to your body, the sacred vessel which carries you through life. It not only concerns the ways you give it nourishment and sustenance, but the activities that enliven and build its healing power and strength. It too addresses the physical environment of your home, which provides the sanctuary in which to rest, nurture, and reinvigorate yourself with life. The purposeful work pillar is built on shaping and purposefully using your talents and abilities in the cause of something to not only inspire and empower you, but inspires and enlivens others. In return, receiving money and resources to further sustain and develop your gifts. The final spiritual pillar is created and built through the knowledge, discipline, and commitment to conscious spiritual practices such as meditation, and power, journeying, and the sacred arts. Okay. If we become overinvested in one area, the structure becomes unstable. The four pillars can be viewed as the supports of a bridge which leads from the head or mind to the heart. Love, strength, and insight and logic can travel between the head and the heart, creating an open exchange, a unified being. In the artwork, the couple are looking intently at one another, creating a depth of relationship, commitment, and togetherness. Behind them, we see a tall building with the golden flower of life geometry rising up the middle, denoting the power of creation and the rich interconnectedness of life. The imposing architectural structure they are walking from tells us this relationship is backed by the power of something established. We are witnessing a marriage, a ceremony of union. Their relationship has been witnessed. The Four of Wands invites you to look at the structure of your life as a whole. Practically all of us will have pillars or aspects of how we live that are weaker, compromising the integrity of what we wish to build. What pillar of yours needs care and attention? This card points to the possibility of achieving a beautiful balance, steadily working away at each aspect of your life, sharing your experiences with those you love and respect, enrolling others with the vision you have of yourself inspires them to live theirs. So, all about foundations, all about togetherness, all about union, all about structure. It's all about recognizing your talent, skills, and abilities came out very strongly too in that. And it's like this foundation is set for you to build on. You can build on this foundation. It's interesting though, because they brought up the whole crack in the foundation here where the couple is walking. They're walking together, but there is a crack in the foundation, but yet and still they still walk together. So this right now what I'm talking about is showing me, there's differences between you and that other. There's separation or there's distance, but there's still a togetherness in there for you. So that's what I got coming through for you about that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me just check my phone again and see if we got anything else popping on the phone for today. We got going on. Please and thank you. So thankful and grateful to be of service. And it looks like we're complete, everybody. So until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby.